And he's also making his debut now at his true weight class of 197, and you see him coming out fired up early. He's excited to be here. He's excited to wrestle, and he's happy that he's able to make weight.
Yeah, he's facing off against Jake Pooton.
A familiar foe. These guys have wrestled a bunch of times and split. Anthony, I believe, has 2 wins or 3 wins over him, and Jake has beat him 1 time. So going to be a tough match for Anthony, and he's definitely going to look to score some points, and we're in for a good one, I think, here.
Yeah, Pooton's 8-4 in the season, 6-1 in duels. Has not recorded a fall yet this season.
Anthony Puca also has quite a few wins under his belt. He's had a good season up at heavyweight, unfortunately, not making his true weight class of 197 till now. But he's got 7 wins and 4 losses on the year, which is really, really tough, weighing in at somewhere around 210, 220 pounds and wrestling people like Paul Triandaflu, who weigh 260, 270 pounds. So really respect Anthony's grind up top at heavyweight, but now he's down at his weight where he wants to be. And you can see there's a noticeable size difference between Anthony and Jake Pooton.
Yeah, that's the tough part about weight cuts, but you can see he has the size advantage on Jake Pooton.
Exactly. If he can get in on those legs, you'll probably see him finish a shot either by lifting Jake or just driving straight through him. Anthony likes to get in on some high leg attacks. There you go, right there, lifts up his leg.
Really good speed for someone of his size. He hunts for the head and just covers now.
And in high school, Anthony was described as a cat, quick as a cat by his coach, and I definitely agree with that assessment. He'll kind of lull you to sleep in neutral and then just strike really quickly with a good shot.
You're trying to work the left wrist of Pooton.
Now, top hasn't always been Anthony's specialty, but this year he said he was trying to make an improvement in the offseason so he could earn some more riding time and help himself win some close matches. And you see it's paying off here as he's got Pooton in that tight claw ride. Pulls him out of bounds, close to a tilt. And you can even see it from up here. Anthony's got quite an impressive mustache that he's grown out this season. Says he's growing it out for good luck in the postseason, so we really respect him for that as well.
A little bit of a stretch from Pooton. Now Puca gets on.
Pooton not doing much in the way of bottom. Puca drives forward here.
Yeah, Puca's going to try to work the Western ride here, work to the head. He works that left wrist out of Pooton. Now he just lets it go.
And he's really punishing him from bottom. You see him digging that head into the shoulder. Definitely trying to make a statement in his first match out here.
Yeah, that's something that they always try to instill in young wrestlers, trying to keep your weight on.
As you see his weight slip off a little bit, Pooton's able to come up. Now Anthony's in a crab ride, which is not his favorite position, but he looks pretty comfortable here, so maybe you could definitely tell he's made some strides in the offseason.
He's got short time now as he tries to just run him out of bounds, keep him inside. In bottom, 6 seconds left. He's going to stay on top, 1 minute and 21 seconds of riding time. 2-0 lead right now for Anthony Puca.
And if you're just joining us, the Bullets are winning 24-7 over the guest McDaniel, the Green Terror, and we are at 197, which is the second to last weight class.
It's going to be a caution there on Jake Pooton. Definitely feel like referee has done a pretty good job today.
Definitely being fair. A lot of stalling calls on both ends, but what you look to see is a referee that's calling calls for both teams, and he's definitely called calls against both teams. So very, very fair and very good job refereeing.
Yeah, Pooton's gonna be on top here for the second period on Puca. What does Puca normally look for out of bottom?
Puca likes to sit out, as you see there. A lot of times you'll see him tripod up because he's got those stocky legs. Anthony very strong from the bottom position, very hard to throw legs in on and very hard to ride. And he's been turned very seldom times, even by Coach Vogel, who, again, has the Messiah record for near fall, which is no easy feat. Messiah is consistently a contender at the top of Division III. See Puca in that escape there, and he's up to a 3-0 lead. Very, very good position for him. He's going to look for another shot probably here.
As Pooton looks for one, he's going to get the underhook, does.
If
Anthony
Puca can just
gets
grab
his
that
hips
near
away.
ankle, maybe he could get in on a shot of his own. Instead, he's going to dig for an underhook.
Both wrestlers squaring up now. As you can see, they're in a little bit of a different stance. Puca has a square stance, really.
Anthony, very defensive, likes what's called a counter shot, where the opponent attacks and then he attacks off of that. So that's where that square stance comes from.
Yeah, Pooton normally leads, as you can see a little bit right there with his right foot forward. A lot of fighting in the head tie here, as you saw earlier in the match between Oswald and Ronnie Wiest.
You can tell that Anthony and Crawford definitely spend their time wrestling together in the room because they have very similar styles and builds. Same with Pooton and Wiest. You can tell that a lot of these guys are digging for their upper body stuff, you know, looking for some high leg shots.
Yeah, so 25 seconds left in the second period. Still 3-0 lead right now for Anthony Puca. He's got a minute and 1 second of riding time. Looking for a shot is Pooton. Good sprawl from Puca.
And see what I was talking about there is his counter shot. Thought maybe he would go for a shot as Pooton came up to his feet, but short time. Anthony's probably just going to settle to finish the period on neutral.
Yeah, 7 seconds. He's just going to wait this one out. Jake Pooton's going to choose neutral. He's going to look for a takedown as he looked for in the beginning.
Typically, you'll see a wrestler choose bottom when it's their choice, but as Anthony had that minute of riding time over Pooton already, they didn't want to extend that, so he's going to choose neutral and try to get a takedown and work his way back in this match.
Yeah, riding time, something that definitely comes into it as a factor as Pooton gets on a double.
But Puca's hips, you see those heavy hips, tough for Pooton to finish.
Yeah, he's definitely a dense wrestler. He got his hips down really fast, and it's just really hard to, lift someone's whole body with just your lower back.
Exactly, especially when it's somebody that's completely filled out the 197 weight class. Pooton a lot of weeks will weigh in at 184, so he's not necessarily as big for the weight as Anthony Puca.
Puca's now working that overhook, a little bit of a wizard type position. He's got the underhook as he throws down.
Great shot. And if I had to guess, he's probably going to be able to ride him to finish this match. And just a great career for Anthony Puca. Obviously, he struggled to get down to this weight, but once he gets down, you can really see he's dominant from every position. Earned an escape this match, multiple takedowns, and now he's cranking up on riding time.
Yeah, and it's big for Puca here. Puca, unlike Crawford Oswald, wasn't able to return after he went abroad his junior season. So Puca, had a little bit of a tough freshman season, but his sophomore season he improved to 21-13. Would have been nice for him to compete in the junior year, but again, going abroad put a little bit of a hindrance on that.
Also tough with last year's senior Camden Stoops wrestling at the 197-pound weight class. He defeated Jake Pooton as well multiple times. Camden was a multiple-year starter for the Bullets and definitely one of my close friends. He was a great wrestler as well, with hitting a lot of arm drags and one of the leading pinners in his last 2 seasons at Gettysburg.
Yeah, so Puca's really trying to drive heavy here. He's not really being too passive, trying to improve, maybe score for a major here for Gettysburg.
Exactly. Goes back into that statement mentality. He's not just looking to win, he's looking to pin or maybe get a major here. He's effectively up by 6 points, so all he really needs is 2 near fall just to get that major decision. But if he can get this gable bar locked up and get something going on the head, unfortunately he loses it.
Yeah, that's a common theme with all these Gettysburg wrestlers. I don't think I've ever seen any one of them give up.
Exactly. Just a lot of mental toughness, and something that you can't coach is heart. People always say you can't coach heart. That definitely rings true with wrestling. Third period, both these guys are tired, but you got to respect it. They're both going after it. Anthony's definitely not quitting.
Yep, so that's the 197 finish there. Anthony Puca's going to win 6-1 in his final match here in Bream Gymnasium. Congratulations to him.